Look how cute it is. It's like a Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos shirt, and I had to wear it for church earlier and for this video. But yeah, I feel cute. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Judah X, your favorite creative cutie. That's gonna be a good intro. I know it. It's gonna be a good intro. Let me raise this up so you can see the poof. Okay, so for those of you that are subscribed to me, a lot of you know I post stuff about Christian theology and how to be a more accurate representation of a New Testament Christian, or what people would consider progressive when it's really not progressive. I post my music on this account as well, and music-related things, makeup tutorials. This is basically everything that I do except for traditional art. That's a whole different channel if you want to check that out. I could use more subscribers, but it's separate because Elysium Star Art is my business. And basically, I wanted to react to 5 or 6 different toxic TikToks that I found that are from Christian people, and kind of just give my perspective as a spiritual Christian. And again, when I say spiritual, I mean like I'm not into the law and like overly religious Pharisee things. I don't follow the Old Testament. I follow whatever Jesus Christ said, and he was all about love and spirituality. So let's get into this video. And disclaimer, I didn't see, well, it's not really a disclaimer, I didn't see any of these videos. They were either sent to me, or I saw kind of the beginning of the video when I was looking up toxic Christians on TikTok. Like, I literally put them in the search bar, and this is what popped up, and I just downloaded the 5 recent ones, so yeah. So I have my phone on full blast. Hopefully the sound picks up on my camera. I'm out of breath. I don't know. I had too much soda, I guess. So here's the first one. It's 33 seconds. It looks like a clip of a pastor, and I'm just going to play it right now. Let's listen. Let's get up close and personal. Okay, let's see.
I mean, you're in an independent Baptist church and you got a King James Bible in your hand and you got a contemporary liberal hairdo. What in the world is wrong with you? You ain't as cool as you think you are. You ain't as tough as you think you are. Or to get you a haircut that's high and tight over your ears and off your collar line and look like somebody that's been to the barber shop.
Okay. I think with this one, I think it's pretty obvious that he's ignorant. But not just that, I think he's aware of it and he doesn't give a shit, and he just gets a high off of being an ass. Cause I think he knows that he's being an asshole. Like, he has to know. Like, is someone that delusional? I don't really have much to say about this besides there's not really a haircut standard in Christianity. That's not how it works. It has nothing to do with how we look, really. And I don't know. I didn't even understand what he was talking about, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a good start, though. I don't really have much to rebuttal, because we all know. I think even Christians would know this guy's kind of nuts, so. So this next one, my phone turned off. This next one says, stop masturbating. It's 18 seconds long, so I don't know what point he's gonna make. But, let's see.
Stop masturbating. I know it's hard, trust me, but I'm telling you, it changes your life, all right? I have not masturbated for 7 minutes, 8 if you round up.
This is fake. This is so fake. I thought this was real, because, first of all, like, I showed it. First of all, he's like a super preppy, yuppie looking guy, so I just assumed he was like this super duper Christian guy, according to conservative American standards, and but it's fake. He said 7 minutes, so obviously it's fake. But I do want to discuss this, and this is why I picked a video based on the title, Stop Masturbating. I wanted to discuss, is it really a bad thing? And in my opinion, I think it just depends on the person. If you're doing it obsessively and it's taking all your energy and all your time, then you probably shouldn't do it. Just like anything else, if you become obsessive, like, it's gonna be toxic. And in my opinion, masturbation is definitely natural. It's like something just our bodies do to relieve stress or to relieve hormones, or like, in my case, when I did it when I was younger, that was the case. Like, it was just a stress reliever, and like, I'm fine. I'm completely fine. I think it just depends on the person. If they have an addiction, then yeah, they shouldn't do it, and it's keeping them away from a relationship with themselves and God. But if it's just something you do to relieve stress every once in a while, I don't see the issue. I think it's kind of just something that we naturally do. So this next one is a duet, and it looks like there's somebody who is Christian and somebody making fun of the Christian, so let me play this. Oh, it's just the audio. I love the hamster song. Okay, so I'm gonna read it. On the right, I think this is obviously the first one. When people think crystals have any sort of power, and there's this like Christian guy holding, with a clown face, he's holding a geode. And then on the left, there's this other woman holding a water bottle, and it says when toxic Christians, she didn't just say Christians, when toxic, only toxic Christians think that holy water and the cross will help get rid of demons. So obviously she's making a comeback at this guy who's trolling. He's kind of just attacking people, like, voluntarily without, like, no one attacked him about his faith, most likely. A lot of Christians online are like this, where they're like, I just feel like attacking people and then acting like a victim. And then she's kind of just responding to him. But what I like what she said was when toxic Christians. And my opinion about crystals and holy water and all that, I think it has as much power as you give it. If you believe that holy water is going to work, don't throw holy water at anybody. Don't throw stuff at anybody. But if that person, the victim of a possession, I guess, and somebody, which they consensually want holy water, I don't know. I think that's more of a traditional Catholic thing. I don't know that many Christians that do it, so that's actually kind of incorrect. But, and if you get what I'm saying though. Like, if you have a geode and all these crystals, first of all, they do give an energy out, a good energy. And second of all, like, when you add your energy, like, this is totally gonna work in your mind. On top of that, your imagination, or like just your mind, and that energy from the crystal that's naturally there, it's kind of just creating this force in a way where it's actually working. And the same can be done with prayers, the same can be done with, like, what's it called? Manifestation. Like, it only has as much power as you give it. If you don't think a rock's gonna work to heal you, it's probably not gonna work as well. It might still have its power, but it's not gonna work as well. Same thing with holy water, whatever, so, yeah. So I guess there's only 2 left. I don't know what happened to the other ones I downloaded, and I'm not gonna look for them, so we're just gonna cut this video a little shorter, but I talk a lot, so it's fine. This next one, this person wasn't actually Christian, this is somebody just talking shit. And, I mean, I don't blame them, but let's just see what else they said.
I say it all the time. I say it all the time. Believers want to give God all of the glory and none of the responsibility. When good things happen, that's because of God. When bad things happen, that's because of Satan. But who created Satan? Who knew that Satan was going to become the most evil entity in all of existence and still created him? Who had the ability to not create Satan, not create suffering, not create evil, and still did it anyway? I know I'm probably beating a dead horse, but I feel like I have to. Because like I always say, God is ultimately responsible for all of it. You can't just give him the glory for all of the good stuff and then wash his hands of the bad. If he is the all-powerful, sovereign creator of the universe, then he is responsible for it.
Okay, she has a lot of anger in her heart, and I don't blame her. I don't know what she went through, but she seems very aggressive. Like, she did make some points, like, why did God make Satan? And, first of all, God is all about free will. God wanted to give us freedom to do whatever we want to do, even if it goes against what he has planned for us. And that includes Satan. He made Satan an angel who was going to do these great things, but Satan was a narcissist, and God let him do his own thing. He's like, okay, well, I can't have you trying to take my throne in heaven, so you can go down there and do your own thing. I'm not going to say it's better than this, but whatever, your loss. That's basically what he said to Satan. And regarding the bad things, I do think God is the author of the good. It doesn't say he's the author of the bad. People always blame Satan for the bad things, but honestly, Satan only has as much power as you give him. Or the darkness, the enemy, whatever you call it, it only has as much power as you give it. If you decide to do something bad, you're going to face the consequences. So, I do believe God blesses, God implements good things in our life, but I'm not going to blame the devil for something I did wrong or something someone else did wrong. That was their choice, because in this modern day, God gave us the free will to do whatever the hell we wanted to do. Basically, this goes further and deeper into theology, where basically we're living under different covenants. So if God seems more strict in the Old Testament, it's because the people wanted a strict covenant agreement between God and people, where basically if they did something bad, they wanted to die, basically. They wanted God to kill them and just ruin everything for them if they went against the law, because people were so scared of not having a law. People were so terrified of doing things wrong because they were just way too religious and way too analytical. And God didn't like this. He wanted relationships, so he brought his son. This is what I believe. I don't expect you to believe it, whoever's watching. God brought his son because he wanted a relationship, and the only way he would do this is to bring a perfect man that basically would take the place of us in the new covenant, where basically the covenant's between God and Jesus died for all our sins. So therefore, if we do something wrong, it was on Jesus's shoulders rather than our shoulders, so we don't face thunder and fire and death rapidly. We just face the consequences of whatever we do. And that's a lot to process. I recommend looking into it further yourself about covenants, because they basically make up the whole Bible and makes everything perfect. I can make another video about this, but it makes everything fall into place and just make perfect sense. But yeah, I understand why people would be upset. Like, okay, why doesn't God stop the bad things? Why didn't God stop Satan? Because he wanted us to have freedom. And yeah, he didn't want to force anything. And if it looked like he was trying to force something, that's because that's what the people wanted, and that's the agreement he had with the people. And this is mostly seen in the Old Testament before Jesus Christ changed the law into appearing more free. God always wanted freedom, but the people didn't, because they were afraid what they would do if they had ultimate freedom after the flood again. So this last one's about secular music, and this is a topic I'm really passionate about, is like, it's okay to listen to secular music. So let's see what this guy has to say.
What up, y'all?
This is 2 minutes long.
Yesterday, I
It's a cool
ate
nose.
something like really bad. Like I ate something bad, and you know what happens when you eat something in your body? It's just like Like,
I think I know where this is going.
Like, you may have diarrhea. You may have to go get that stuff out of your system. You know what I'm saying? But it just made me think about, like, when you have accustomed or made your body accustomed to eating a certain way, where you may be a pescatarian or a vegan or whatever, or you just eat healthy, and you've made your body accustomed to that way of living or that way of eating.
Yeah.
And then when you go eat something unhealthy, how quick your body is to reject that thing. How quick your body is to flush that thing.
Get to the point. I know where this is going.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's the same thing spiritually.
I agree.
Just as our natural bodies have a diet, our spiritual bodies have a diet as well. So if you're feeding yourself social media, you know, secular music or whatever all the time, which I'm not saying there's something wrong with it.
No, there
but
isn't.
if you're feeding yourself that stuff all the time, that is what's going to be the product of your heart. That's what's going to be the product of your soul. That's what you're going to have to give out. And so that's why it's important that you fast, that you read your Bible, that you make that a part of your lifestyle, that you change your spiritual diet to accustom to that particular lifestyle, so that when you do have a moment where you go listen to secular music, or when you do go watch a movie or something, your spiritual body has a defense to get rid of it. So you can enjoy it in the moment and get rid of it. But too much of it at once, now you're making your spiritual body accustomed to that way of eating, to that way of consumption, and then now you become a product of that. And you.
I'm gonna stop it right there, because I basically get what he's saying. I think it just, like, again, we're all individuals. God made 7 billion people, and they are going to, they make us all different. Like, he makes us all different. And if I'm switching pronouns, I'm sorry. In my head, God's either, like, non-binary or a he, because he's the father to the fatherless. Just kidding, but I have a dad, but I've had issues. But anyways, I think it just depends on the person. If music makes you feel terrible and makes you feel depressed or sick, don't listen to it. And, like, that doesn't have to be all secular music. Like, for me, rock music, like Korn, Slipknot, like, that music's healing to me. I feel myself getting better and more energized and back to where I'm supposed to be mentally when I listen to metal music, because it's so aggressive and it kind of just helps you get that anger out instead of suppressing it. I'm not going to suppress that with worship music. So it just depends on the person. Some people are musically gluten-free where they can't listen to a specific genre or a specific amount of artists. Some people are like lactose intolerant. They can't listen to music about intense things like drugs or like sex or whatever. But I don't get badly influenced by most secular music that I listen to, and honestly, I've had a lot of healing from secular artists and found a lot of God's spirit in secular music, movies, secular music. Yeah. And overall, regarding spirituality and faith and what not to do and what to do, I think it just depends on the person's relationship with God. It just depends on the person. I don't think it's the same carbon copy for everyone. Again, 7 billion people on this earth. We're not going to all think the same. We're not going to all feel the same about certain things. So if you're really concerned about something, instead of asking your pastor, maybe you should ask, or some weird Christian person on TikTok, I think you should just ask God if you have that relationship. What should I do? Or find someone neutral, find someone who isn't overly religious to guide you that you trust. If you're looking into becoming more clean and more authentically you while having a relationship with God. Overall, I know there's only 4 TikToks, but this video is probably going to be super long anyways because I talk so much. But I hope you guys learned something from what I say. I always say so much stuff about theology and spirituality and Christianity. And people are like, wow, like, I don't hate Christianity anymore. And I'm like, really? I felt like that was nothing because I have so much information in my head. And, like, I run out of breath just talking about how much, like, things. And I think it just all comes down to God's love and being yourself and just loving yourself, loving God, and having a relationship with Him. It shouldn't be anything more than that. You shouldn't feel like you have to be like the other Christians or the other religious people. Do your own thing as long as you feel like you're being you, as long as you feel healthy, as long as you feel like you're being positively influenced in the right direction of whatever by a spiritual power like God, then you're good. That's my opinion as a spiritual Christian. I need more videos to react to, so DM videos of Christian TikToks that are toxic on my Instagram. I'll put it in the bio most likely or right here so I don't forget. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it resonated with you, and if I want this to be a series, so keep sending me stuff. And tell me your thoughts below. If you have any questions about theology or spirituality, I'll make it a video if you comment down below or message me. Just stay nice, stay positive. I'm just gonna block you if you're rude. Like, I don't even respond to people that are being assholes, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Let the inner banshee shriek, and I will see you next time. Bye!